March 31st. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. We've got the final day of the month right now, and so a new month where we're all going to have to get ready to just sort of hunker down a little bit more. It'll be all right. You got some projects to do, some TV to watch, maybe some spring cleaning. That's good to do.
I have cleaned out a couple of closets. Elisa Rafa is joining us this morning, too. Elisa, have you got anything done around the house?
I'm trying to think. Nothing extra. Nothing out of the ordinary. I did my taxes.
Oh,
I did do
there
that.
Is.
That's a
Very
feat.
nice.
Yeah, that takes some time.
I did do that. I didn't want to let it go until July, even then we have the extension. I was like, you know what, we've got the time down. Let's get it done.
Yeah, and
Very
this morning
smart.
we see a little bit of rain behind you, so it might be a good idea to get some other things knocked out.
Yeah, we've got some of that rain out there this morning. We've got wet roads this morning, and that rain coming down pretty moderate in Branson. But once this rain clears by midday, we'll be done with it for the rest of the day. So not a totally rainy day. 46 degrees right now in Branson. We've got some light to moderate rain out there this morning. Some lighter showers possibly making it to central Missouri. A lot of it is really focused south of the interstate. That's where we have some more moderate downpours in the yellow, near Galena, near Branson, near Ava, and then near Mountain Grove as well. Some of that rain is a little bit lighter in Springfield. It's 48 degrees in Springfield, 47 in Harrison, and 50 degrees in Fayetteville. So we're starting out pretty wet out there this morning. We'll have drier conditions as we head through the afternoon, with possibly even some sunshine coming out. We'll probably be mostly cloudy but dry by midday, and then more sunshine making a return later on this afternoon, with temperatures pretty average, about 62 degrees, which is our average for this time of year. We're quiet through midweek. Our next front comes through on Friday. Details on that coming up in a couple of minutes.
The grades are out, and Arkansas is actually near the bottom of its class when it comes to social distancing. According to data provided by unicast.com, the state rates a D for reducing overall distance traveled, indicating little changes in activity since before the outbreak of the coronavirus. It uses cellular GPS to track the change in average distance traveled from pre-COVID-19 days to recently. The site determined a social distancing score for each state and county. An A is a greater than 40% decrease in traveling. Grades B through D work in 10% increments, and then an F is less than a 10% decrease in travel. Arkansas has recorded a 13% as of Monday. Missouri currently has a C grade with a 23% travel decrease.
Future nurses preparing to graduate this year could be living through a significant moment in history, according to Dr. Susan Patton. She's the director of the Eleanor Mann School of Nursing at the University of Arkansas. Patton says the students have transitioned to online instruction, keeping them on track to graduate since they're needed right now at the front line of the coronavirus pandemic. Patton says some local hospitals even hired students to help man the phones and screen visitors at the door.
Even if you don't have COVID-19, there may be other reasons you need to see your doctor. So hospitals in Northwest Arkansas, including Mercy, Washington Regional, and Northwest Health, have all taken steps out of precaution. This includes virtual visits to limit the number of patients coming in, screening visitors, and setting up dedicated clinics for those dealing with COVID-19 symptoms. The Arkansas Department of Health recommends hospitals to cut down on non-urgent visits, but knows that's not always possible.
People still have heart disease, people still have lung disease, people still have diabetes, and people, maybe there are some things we can do to minimize their having to come in as often, less often than maybe they would have in the past, but sometimes they're still going to need to be seen.
If you have to go to the doctor, just make sure to use hand sanitizer if it is provided. And remember, try to sit 6 feet away at least from other people in the waiting room, and always wash your hands.
With COVID-19 causing record unemployment in Arkansas, and with tomorrow being the first day of the month, some people are worrying about how to pay rent. Andrew Epperson tells us how the governor of Arkansas, Asa Hutchinson, is addressing this serious problem.
Marcus and Rebecca Lane are Fayetteville renters. COVID-19's taking a bite out of their cleaning business and wallets.
I have faith that God will provide.
They know some renters are even worse off than they are. Some risk eviction since they can't pay rent after losing their jobs.
You want people in quarantine. You don't want people out in the street spreading disease or whatever else around that they might have because they're homeless and they're doing their best to provide for their families.
Nevada's governor placed a moratorium on evictions, meaning nobody can be evicted during the outbreak unless they're deemed dangerous, with repayment plans expected. Today, Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson spoke about the possibility of eviction holds here.
If we see problems out there or unfair behavior, then we will take another look at that. But I think the marketplace is working as it should.
Republican Representative Robin Lundstrom is a landlord and says it's important to remember most property managers have bills to pay too. But she says most will work with you if you communicate early.
Landlords still have to make their mortgage payments. How can I help my renters not get in a big hole too? That's the other thing. You don't want somebody to get in a big financial hole and then we come out of it and they've got a big monster of a bill waiting for them.
The Lanes aren't asking for handouts. They just don't want to add a homelessness problem to a pandemic, adding proverbial gasoline to a fire.
I'm an advocate right now for there being no evictions, for there be a full, halt on evictions, let alone late fees. That just compounds the problem that we're already facing.
The windshield wipers are busy out there in Springfield. We've got wet roads on the Color 10 Live drive with rain cutting across the Ozarks. A lot of it is light. We're finding some more moderate showers down in Branson. Details on when this rain clears coming up next.
Now weather with meteorologist Elisa Rafa.
With more rain cutting across the Ozarks this morning, I wanted to give us an update on our March rain count. It only keeps growing. We've got 7 3/4 of an inch of rain so far this month in Springfield, running over 4 inches above average. This is just piece of what we got out of this event before midnight. We'll tack on another rain total for Tuesday morning here. Again, the month so far has just been a deluge of rain. We're over 9 inches for the month in West Plains, over 5 inches in Rolla, and nearing 8 inches in both Joplin and Springfield. Average for this date in the month would be still shy of 3.5 inches. So we've more than doubled that rain count for the month. We've had 6 days at 1/2 inch of rain or more this month. 2020 so far, including January, February, and March, has had 16.5 inches of rain. We're running 8 inches above average for the year so far. We have gotten, again, a swath of rain running through right now. It started on the overnight, so far we have gotten rain totals to approach an inch from Ava back down towards Branson, Cassville, and Neosho. So again, more rain in the bucket out there this morning. Rain totals so far have been a little bit lighter in Springfield. Mansfield. We've got the wet roads in Branson this morning. It's 46 degrees, where we're still finding some of that rain hit the pavement there. A lot of the rain has been pretty light, especially from Springfield and areas to the north, like the Ozarks might be finding some drizzle or maybe just some cloud cover, but you go south of the interstate and we're finding some moderate showers near Branson. And then stretching up towards Ava and Mansfield, some more moderate showers there as well. Once this rain is done with, by midday, we'll be dry through the rest of the afternoon. We're finding these showers exit this morning as our system continues to exit to the south and east, and then high pressure is working its way in from the west, and that will try to clear out the skies as we head through the afternoon. So hour by hour, by 10, really, we should find most of the rain gone with just some clouds left behind, and then we'll have more sunshine later on today. Temperatures at our averages in the lower 60s. Overnight will be cooler, temperatures dipping to 40 degrees, which again is actually our average for this time of year. We'll have clear skies, sunshine and steady southerly winds tomorrow, with temperatures warming up into the middle and upper 60s, going back above average. So we're pretty quiet until Friday. Again, clearing skies today, a cooler start tomorrow. Sunshine in 60s Wednesday and Thursday, but those winds pick up. We'll have breezy winds gusts to 30 miles per hour by Thursday. Our next front will bring some showers and thunder by Friday. Temperatures stay pretty mild through the work week, either at or a little bit above average, with the warmest days being Wednesday and Thursday. 62 degrees today. We'll be turning mostly sunny, north winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 40 degrees overnight tonight, clear and cool. 69 degrees tomorrow, mostly sunny and nice on some steady southerly winds. We'll have those winds pick up, especially on Thursday. A couple of more clouds and winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Showers and thunder by Friday on our next front. Some showers in the morning on Saturday. A couple of clouds on Sunday. Looks like our next rain chance comes in by Monday.
All right, up next for you, what has led to a firing of an Amazon employee regarding the sterilization of a warehouse.
And Ford is hoping to manufacture thousands of ventilators. We'll tell you how soon that could become a reality.
Welcome back, everyone. The first coronavirus cases have been reported in the Los Angeles homeless population. The public health director says 2 people are infected. One who works in a Los Angeles County shelter has also contracted the virus. Nearly 60,000 people were counted as homeless in Los Angeles County in 2019.
Yesterday, 3 federal judges blocked orders that limit abortion access during the coronavirus. The judges ruled against restrictions placed in Ohio, Texas, and Alabama. The states placed the limits in orders banning non-essential medical procedures, arguing procedures like abortion dip into limited medical resources. But all 3 judges went against those orders, saying delaying abortions would eventually make the patient ineligible for the procedure.
Amazon has fired an employee at a New York warehouse after he helped organize a protest. More than a dozen workers at the Staten Island facility walked out Monday to bring attention to the way managers are handling this pandemic. Christian Smalls asked that Amazon temporarily close the warehouse after an employee there tested positive. Amazon fired him yesterday after he appeared at the protest, saying he was on a 14-day paid leave after he had contact with that employee who tested positive. The company says he put employees at risk by attending the walkout.
More than 16,000 Air Canada workers will soon be without a job because of the coronavirus outbreak. The airline says it will start temporary layoffs later this week, which will last through May. The move comes after the outbreak grounded most of Air Canada's international and U.S. flights. But Air Canada says it has more than $7 billion in cash to cushion the impact, and that some executives are foregoing at least portions of their salaries.
Ford is hoping to manufacture 50,000 ventilators in 100 days at a Michigan plant. It'll produce a type of ventilator that only uses air pressure and requires no electricity. 500 union auto workers have volunteered to staff Ford's plant in Ypsilanti, Michigan, to keep the units produced all day. President Trump invoked the Defense Production Act last week to compel General Motors to make those ventilators. Ford says it will produce them at a rate of 30,000 per month.
And Macy's is furloughing most of its workers beginning this week. The company says it's coping with significant sales loss during the coronavirus pandemic. The retailer is not saying how many employees will be affected. Macy's is one of dozens of retailers forced to close stores to slow the spread of COVID-19. All Macy's stores have been closed since March 18th.
Your entertainment news is up next. The season finale of FBI is right here on Color 10 tonight, and some characters get some help from Chicago PD. We'll show you what we mean coming up.
Good morning. It's 5:50. We're checking your weather on the 10s on Color 10. Wet roads in Branson this morning. The rain is coming down pretty good there. It's 46 degrees right now. We've got this rain cutting across the Ozarks, and it's at its heaviest south of the interstate. Pretty light to almost nothing as you go into central Missouri. It's even light around Springfield, finding more moderate rain around Branson, Reuter, and then headed into Ava and Mountain Grove. See those yellows? That's where we might have some pockets of that rain coming down at a better clip. Otherwise, it's mostly just been pretty light and steady. It is 47 degrees right now in Harrison, 46 in Branson, and 48 degrees in Springfield. You'll have some soggy cereal to start this morning with some of those rain showers around through the morning hours. Temperatures in the upper 40s. So if you want to go on a run, I suggest going later on in the afternoon because we're pretty wet to start. But after about 10 or 11 o'clock, we'll be dry with even some sunshine coming back. So it'll be nice as we head through the afternoon if you do want to head out for a walk. That means your packages this morning, if they're out there right now, they're going to be wet, but we'll have drier conditions as we head through the afternoon. So if you're expecting a later delivery, you'll be good. They'll be dry. We're looking at, again, clouds may be around by 10 a.m., but you can see the rain is already gone. We'll have some sunshine coming back through the afternoon with seasonal temperatures around 62 degrees, 40 overnight tonight under clear skies, warmer upper 60s tomorrow with mostly sunny skies and steady southerly winds. So tomorrow will be a much better day for mowing. We'll have dry conditions there. Looking ahead, again, tomorrow will be a good day. Today's probably too wet. Tomorrow will be dry. Thursday might be too breezy. You don't want all of those little grasses flying around. So too breezy, gusts to 30 miles per hour on Thursday, and then showers and storms return by Friday. Lauren.
Hugh Jackman tries to keep the lid on a bombshell secret in the new trailer for Bad Education. And the cast of Watchmen takes on a different role to help battle the coronavirus. Chris Martinez has those stories in your Eye on Entertainment.
Hugh Jackman stars as a school superintendent trying to hide a major scandal in Bad Education.
The sum total is $250,000. What? Oh, $250,000? Everything's fine.
The movie is based on the true story about the largest public school embezzlement scandal in U.S. history. Bad Education also stars Allison Janney and Ray Romano. It premieres on HBO April 25th. The FBI team gets some help from Chicago PD in an all-new episode of FBI. It's a crossover event when Detective Haley Upton from CBS's Chicago PD joins the FBI team to look into a drug deal gone bad and finds their investigative methods don't exactly match up. The season finale of FBI airs tonight on CBS.
Hi, I'm Wade Deal. Officer Will Reeves here. Watchman's favorite stay-at-home dad.
Agent Lori Blake here.
Special Agent LPD. Here to talk to you about washing your dirty hands.
And the cast of Watchmen is responding to the coronavirus pandemic by encouraging good hygiene in a new social media video.
Try to make it last at least 20 seconds.
Cast members, including Jean Smart and Regina King, teach viewers how to properly wash their hands in the video titled Washmen. The clip was posted on the Instagram page of the show's creator, Damon Lindelof. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Oh, Washman, that's clever. Coming up next, we'll tell you where you and your kids can listen to bedtime stories from Dolly Parton.
Hello, I'm Dolly Parton, the book lady from the Imagination Library. I want you to join me April the 2nd when I start Good Night with Dolly. I'm going to be reading some stories from the Imagination Library.
What do you guys think there? Dolly Parton reading bedtime stories in a new YouTube series.
I've seen a lot of teachers doing this.
Yeah.
Kids can connect with them.
Teachers
and
doing it. Tom
celebrities.
Turton, Joy Robertson doing it. So it's been good. She's going to read The Little Engine That Could, Llama Llama Red Pajama.
Nice.
Remember that one?
And you heard her talk about the, what's it called, Imagination Library. That's her own program she started in 1995 that gives out free books to kids.
Very
I
nice.
didn't know that.
I always liked Goodnight Moon. That was my #1.
When you give a mouse a cookie.
That was my favorite.
I made my parents make up stories.
Very nice. Stay with us. More Daybreak in a few minutes.